So, welcome to the session. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing good, going great. And what about you? How are you doing?
I'm also doing good. Anything special about your day today?
Nothing special. Today is Sunday. I was in a relaxing mood
All right.
and was waiting for the session also. So today there was nothing special, just relax and relax.
All right. Fair enough. So, I think you had like a really lazy Sunday.
Yes, right.
Right. So, this is what most of your Sundays look like, or was there anything special about today?
Most of the Sunday looked like this. Yes, you guessed right.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. I thought you prefer going out. Do you prefer going out on the weekends somewhere?
No, nowadays I don't like to go out, but sometimes if somebody comes to our home, say
Mhm.
some relatives, so
Right.
under compulsion I have to go. Even though I don't want to, sometimes I have to go. It does happen sometimes.
Okay. Right. Makes sense. Are you like are you a people person? Like, do you enjoy a lot of company, or do you prefer like having a small group of people and that's it?
Yeah, small group of people here. I like I
Right.
like to be in a small group of people.
Right. So you don't like large crowds?
Yeah, I don't like.
Okay. I think then you would hate going to places like, I mean, concert or something like that, right?
Yes, I never go.
All right.
Never.
Fair. Okay. So, okay. Today's topic is hostel life, if you've gone through it.
Yeah, I have seen the topic, but
Right.
it's not like a topic for me, I think, because I never
Oh,
been to any hostel. So I don't know, but
never.
no, I never been to a hostel.
Oh, not even for like a few days while you were doing like a sort of job or something like that.
Oh, for job. Oh, so it's not only that in college or school, even for, okay, okay, I got it
Right.
now. Yeah, yes, yes.
Right.
Okay, so when I joined this job, initially I stayed in a hostel-like thing, say around 7 or 8 person in a room. We rented a room, so we
Seven to
stayed
eight
together.
people in one room.
Not not in one room. There
Okay.
were
Like an
three rooms.
apartment sort of a thing. Right. Okay. Right. Oh, two people in one room is manageable, right?
Yes.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. I was like 7 to 8 people in one room. That's a little crowded.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm not surprised. I mean, I question that because people actually live like that also. So, I
Yes.
mean, I have
Yes.
been to Bangalore, and in Bangalore, some places people like are actually living like this, and
Yes.
especially on like
It's very
bunk beds.
common. It's very common.
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty crowded. I've seen one of those hostels, and I always feel that that's too crowded. Like too many people in one room. Like I get it, you have bunk beds, but still, it's still crowded. So
Yeah.
yeah. So fair enough. But what about you? Did you enjoy that experience? Like, were you okay with sharing at that time, or even at that time was it a like problematic situation for you?
No, it was okay. Sharing was good. I did not mind living with other people,
Hmm.
and all of them were my colleagues, so there was no problem because
Right.
we used to go to the same office together.
Hmm.
So it was fun sometimes.
Sweet. Okay. Fair enough. Makes sense. Right. So I think you're talking about long time back. Like right now, I mean, there's no situation. All right. Okay. Fair enough. So we can't discuss too much about hostels with you, I think, because
Mm.
I don't think so. You've had experience in college hostels, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Right. But like in the small span of time when you were sharing a room or a PG with like people, did you face any challenges? Was there ever a roommate that you just couldn't stand?
Challenges like this, say when I was staying, as I told you now, 7 or 8 people. So we had a cook
Hmm.
in that who used to cook for us. So sometimes he goes to his home.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's say for 7 to 8 days, he would not be there, and
Hmm.
during those days we have to cook ourselves.
Right.
So the people that we used to live, all of them are not of the same kind of mindset.
Hmm.
So somebody will come forward and contribute in cooking. Some
Right.
will come to you. I mean, they will not be contributing. They will be playing here and there, and at the time of taking lunch or
Yeah.
dinner, they will be there very much. So these things happen.
Right.
Yeah. So I used
Relatable.
to get up early, and I was very much serious about this. So
Oh.
I always,
Hmm.
so I
Yeah.
always contributed.
Makes sense. So did you enjoy that, by the way? Did you enjoy any of those tasks? Were like you interested in cooking, or did you enjoy it at any point?
I would not say that I enjoyed, because, as I told you, that there were around 7 people, and
Hmm.
all of them are not coming to help you. So sometimes all the burden uh, falls on you, or you, or say two
True.
people. So it is
Yeah.
not a situation that can be enjoyable.
Makes sense.
We had to compromise actually. We know that they could come and contribute, so the trouble should have been less, but it was
Yeah.
not to be.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's understandable. I mean, hmm, true. In roommate situations, it happens. I mean, because as you said, that you were very sincere about it, like you took those responsibilities seriously, but not everyone does that, right? So, yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Especially
Yes,
when it comes
actually
for like
happens.
collectively cooking or something. I mean, I don't think so
Yeah.
people enjoy that at all or take that seriously. So, that's kind of problematic, I think. But regardless, fair enough. All right, okay. Right. So, okay, I'm not going to discuss too much about hostel life. Maybe we can talk about something else because I feel like this is not something that's very relatable for you, right? I'll rather shift to today's extempo situation. I think that's a better one
Because
for you. Oh,
so
you,
I
yeah.
just one phone call came actually, so I
Oh,
got disturbed. So what I was telling that we cannot do that like that. So there are 7 people, they are not contributing. So we are two people who are very serious. So we can cook only for us, for 2 people or 3 people. No, it cannot be done. So
yeah,
the compromise was there, that I had to compromise.
yeah. And I think the kind of stuff everyone likes is different, right? So everybody likes different food as well. So
Yes, yes.
having to compromise on that is also an issue. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, and another issue is that, so, say, puffing cigarette. So I don't like, but the roommate, the other person, he likes to puff a cigarette. So this is also an issue.
mm,
So the whole room will become smoky one with cigarette. So that was also not good, but had to be endured
yeah,
sometimes.
makes sense. That can be problematic. I mean, habits like that, I mean, you can't tell somebody to just leave it because you don't like it. But bearing with it is also very difficult, especially if somebody is
Yeah.
smoking or drinking right in the room. So,
Yeah, and drinking also. So somebody will come with a bottle and offer you whether you would want to have. So all those things also happen.
yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
It's very common. And I think saying no to those friends is also very difficult. Like they're like, no,
yeah,
just try it once, it's good. And you're like, I get it, it's good, but I don't want. So yeah, I get that. But hmm, understandable. So fair enough. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the hostel life because I feel like, I mean, that's not something that you have experienced in college. We can rather shift to the extempo because today's extempo is also pretty interesting. The
okay.
extempo situation that's given to us is you're invited to your friend's marriage ceremony and you don't know anyone at that party, right? So you have to start a conversation and make friends over there, right? So how would you do that? Do you think you're the kind of person who can approach other people that quickly?
No, I am not that kind of person actually. But
Okay.
nowadays I try. I try to make a conversation with a stranger. So I find it very difficult actually. So how to start. So always it's a issue. Uh,
Hmm.
Now I have to see what is common there. If somebody is so now if I go to a marriage party, so
Yeah.
there is none that I can say is known to me. Then suppose somebody is there waiting like me. Uh,
Hmm.
he or she is not talking to anyone and like me that standing alone. So I can
Yeah.
approach and I can start like that. Are you from the bride side or the bridegroom side? That would start. So how he relates to you, whether he's a friend or you are a relative to that uh, groom or the
Yeah.
bride. So that's how we can start a conversation, and that may go on,
May extend.
goes
Yeah.
go on. Yeah.
Hmm. Have you ever
So
faced a
sometimes it's
situation like this? Like, have you ever been in a situation like this?
uh, no, actually not. Most of the time we attended this marriage ceremony like colleagues or some relatives of the colleagues. So 1 or 2% will always be there that known to us. So
Yeah.
we will limit our conversation within those 2 3 people. So that's how we
Hmm.
managed.
Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. I think that if there are more number of people, then it gets easy. But if you have to alone strike a conversation with someone, it can be a little intimidating if you have like no idea that who they are, right? So if you just have to start a conversation with a random stranger, it can be a little
Yeah.
intimidating. If you have some information about them, then you can at least approach them with that knowledge. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
true. But fair enough. But do you know any people in your circle who find it extremely easy to start conversation? Like, do you have such extrovert friends or acquaintances?
Yeah, there are some actually who can easily start a conversation no matter what the subject is, whether he knows about it or not, it does not matter. You may find sometimes in a position a very embarrassing one, but still they like to talk. So they will
Okay.
go on like anything. There are some people are there in my office also. I have seen them.
Like, have you tried learning from them this trick of just starting a conversation?
No, 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 no. Actually, I don't like to be like them. Actually, I
Okay.
don't like the idea also what they do.
Hmm. Why is that? Like, what about is it aversive for you?
Sometimes I feel that
Wait, the video got stuck again.
suppose and the is not very much interested,
Yeah.
and it it feels so unwanted also. So I feel that as if that I am unwanted in this conversation. So
Hmm.
that feeling is there. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't.
Yeah. I can understand that. I think, I mean, I'm an extroverted person. I usually start the conversations, but within a minute or two, I think you can understand if this person is interested in conversation with you or not. So I usually stop if I like understand that this person isn't interested. Um, but sometimes it can still end up a little embarrassing. So that's there.
Yes.
So yeah, I can relate with that part, sadly. So yeah, makes sense. But fair enough. But it's good that you don't have to be in such situations. That's there. But makes sense. Have you ever tried? I mean, this marriage thing is like a very unique situation. But have you ever tried to strike a new conversation with, let's say, a new colleague or somebody who's like recently joined your office?
Yes, yes, I do like. I like to do that. I like to do that because
Yeah.
it's all about knowing each other. Because we are in the same office. He's a colleague. He's going to be there for a long time, and once or twice or frequently, maybe that I'll have to come to him for some reason like work related, maybe related to works or anything that. So it is. It makes sense actually when we can strike a conversation with the
Hmm.
new recruits. We get to know where they are from, what about their family members, what they did, where they studied in college or school, like that. So
Hmm.
it is easy to make strike a conversation. with the new recruits, and they are also very much eager to give a response to the uh, senior colleagues. There is always there. They also love to uh, give answers when the senior colleagues ask them. So gradually it turns into a conversation.
Hmm. Yeah, that's relatable. That I can understand. I mean, I like approaching new people who are like new in the working environment where I'm working or new in the study environment where I'm studying, because then it's just you trying to include them. So it helps that person also to become a part of a
Yeah.
group and actually have somebody to talk to, especially if they're new. So yeah, that I think is a more of an act of kindness. So yeah, that's
Yes,
there.
yes. Some of them also come from a different place, far away place. So
Yeah,
they also need some place to stay there in that place, rented house or like PG, etc. They look for,
yeah,
and they may ask you where they can get such PGs
yeah.
or about their availability. So all these things happen.
Yeah, makes sense. And this is very common in like, I mean, modern like or
Yeah,
urban
yeah.
cities,
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes,
because a lot of people flock here for jobs and everything, so makes sense.
yes,
All
yes.
right, okay. Okay, let me take a pause because we're left with last 2 minutes, and if I do not give a
Yeah.
feedback, it will be just shut down
Ah,
again.
sure,
So,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. As for the feedback today, I think you didn't make any mistakes as such. I think just two things that I could catch on to. One was where you said, make it works. It should be make it work, or they have some work, not works. It shouldn't be plural.
Mhm.
And another place where you said where they studied in college, it should be a little better structured, where you would rather say what college they have studied in, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to know.
yeah.
So it can be a little better structured and that would be more grammatically appropriate also. But other than that, I couldn't
Yes.
notice any grammatical mistakes. So I think you have improved like multiple folds in that term. I don't really need to tell you on grammar front anymore. And I think the vocab is also in a good place because I mean now I don't think so. You have to constantly ask what a certain word means. You can understand with the help of a sentence what that means, and you are yourself using a couple of new words. That's nice.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
as I have said earlier, it's a never ending slope. So you can try to learn as many words or phrases or idioms as you want. Maybe going into
Yes.
that
Yes.
direction can be helpful because I know it is difficult to inculcate phrases and idioms. Even though we know a lot of phrases and idioms, it is difficult to inculcate it while we're talking. So maybe you
Yeah.
can try to
Yeah.
do
Right.
that if you want to like learn in a different way or add something more, then that is where you should
Yes.
be
Yes.
looking in now, because I think the grammar is sorted, the most intermediate vocab is sorted, so why not add something or inculcate something new, right?
Yeah. Whenever I get a chance and it comes to my mind, I always try to use it. These
Mm.
phrases. Yeah, I like
Yeah, right,
these
they're
phrases are
interesting.
very interesting actually. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think there are channels, quite a few channels. Like there is the official channel of BBC English, British Council English, which like upload videos particularly that are about the few phrases that are new or that are being used recently. So maybe you can check those out on YouTube if you want to catch
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
on
I have
to the
downloaded that one. That app I
right.
have downloaded. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it always helps. It always helps to
Yeah.
inculcate some new slang into your vocab.
Yes.
All right. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I have nothing to advise you. I think you're like pretty good at this now. You don't need any more explanations from our end. I think you have experienced enough to know where you want to work. So yeah, you're in a good place. If you have any questions, you can go ahead.
Okay. It's not related to this topic or anything. Just for asking, for the sake of asking only. Uh,
Okay.
so, so now, as you are in Delhi, so I think you have now got a respite from the coldness that you have experienced in this January,
Oh,
December.
yeah. True.
The respite.
Um, that's very true. January was extremely cold for some weird reason. I don't know. But um, in February, it started to go down, and now it's March like second week. At this point, the weather is extremely weird. I mean, it's not cold at all, but in comparison to the daytime, the temperature falls a little in the evening. So due to that, a lot of people are like falling sick in this season.
Oh.
And a lot of people are catching on to viruses and flus right now because, I mean, it's in the air. Everybody's coughing and sneezing around. So that's the
Yeah,
harsh
yeah.
thing. But as of the temperature, yes, it's pretty hot in Delhi now. I mean, in daytime, if you are going out, I think you definitely need like a lot of sunscreen in your, like on your face. So that you
Oh,
don't burn your skin. The temperatures are going up. I think May is going to be extremely, extremely hot because like from March itself, the temperature is like has started to rise a lot. So yeah,
yes, right.
that's an issue for us. But Deliates are very used to it because it like every summer is bad for us. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's that. What about your place? How's the temperature now?
So as you said that, I can use this that what cannot be cured must be endured.
Oh yes, yes, yes. You can use it
Yeah,
here.
in our place, it has started to this started to heat. I mean, the hot is starting the season.
Hmm. Right. But is it very unbearable or like right now it's little subtle?
It is not like Delhi, not like Delhi. It becomes sometimes unbearable for us. 38 is it becomes very unbearable for us actually. So maximum we get 38, 39.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. That's us in April. By the time it's May, it reaches like 45, 47.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. But fair enough, with 30,
Yes.
39 is no better, so I can understand why it's unbearable. So yeah, makes sense. All right. Okay.